So I'm not sure if anybody noticed this morning, but we actually have a very quiet bullish trend across the crypto market. Doesn't matter anywhere you look right now. And could this in fact be something that sparks us to higher prices as the day and the weekend move on? We're going to talk about that as well as what's going on with Shib right now. That's giving me a lot of confidence for what comes next. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So Shiba Inu actually had a green day yesterday. Pretty good day overall. The crypto market actually bouncing back after that spillover from the stock market. And what we've seen now early this morning is a little bit of red. And that's not surprising because we had the China reciprocal tariff news. I actually anticipated this coming yesterday, so I'm surprised it took this long for this to come out. But this did in fact cause a little bit of a stir in the crypto market this morning. Now, this video is going to come out after the jobs report, but I think the jobs report is going to cause another bout of volatility in the crypto market. And remember, that video I did just a couple days ago, 72 hours, expect a wild ride, volatility. That's what we're in the midst of right now. It wasn't really surprising. There's just so much going on. It's so loud, and eventually the market will calm down. But what could be very interesting is when we zoom in on the Shiba Inu chart, what we are actually seeing is a big old inverse head and shoulders playing out currently. All right. You guys can see the left shoulder, the head. Here's your right shoulder playing out currently. Here's your neckline. And we have an opportunity to honestly flip this around and go on a nice surge to the upside. But what I find very interesting here is Shib is not the only chart doing this. Here's the ADA chart. ADA chart is doing this. BTC chart showing this. Fetch. Let's see, Render might be showing this as well. Render's a little off, but almost anywhere you look across the crypto market, you actually have these big inverse head and shoulders that are actually forming in the charts. And so this is something that frankly could create a little bit of momentum for Shib. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. Understand that this is an hourly time frame. This is just from frankly Wednesday to now, and these don't always play out perfectly, but you can start to see some very important signs for Shiba Inu. First of all, yesterday was an addition day in terms of whales. The day before was an addition day in terms of whales. So people are actively buying the dip and helping defend price. And frankly, this great, I keep saying frankly a lot, and this price at around 4012 seems to be a zone that Shib does in fact want to bounce off of. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that, but what we're mostly seeing for Shiba Inu is a lot of wash trading right now. You do have people that are picking up positions and accumulating, and that's great, right? But what you're seeing is a lot of the activity, a lot of the volume that's taking place for Shib, $240 million over the last 24 hours. It's people that are just kind of cycling in and out. In fact, when we look at the transacted coins just over the last few days, average hold time of transacted coins is 1 month or less. So you're seeing a lot of the short-term holders either try to make a quick buck or just basically FUD themselves out of their bag, buy and be like, oh crap, I think we're going to drop, and then unload. All right. That's what it's very consistently been. I mean, take a look at this, this is just from basically the start of March to now. You guys can see that most days on here are 3 months or less in terms of average hold time. So it's basically a lot of the people that bought kind of on the way down here that are just either calling it quits, don't have the level of conviction that we do, don't see the long-term vision and the long-term goal, and don't pay attention to the fundamentals. And what we're seeing fundamentally across the crypto market is accumulation. People are trying to obviously, build their bags and prepare for when the market does in fact have this next big boom. Now, I did have a person ask me, what happens if sentiment doesn't shift? What happens if we don't see retail excitement back on the rise? Retail excitement does always have a point of inflection. It does always have a point where things go on the rise. Understand that, right? It's tough to see right now because we're frankly in the middle of the shit. I said frankly again. We're in the middle of all this crap that's going on right now, and it's very loud, and it's drowning out any possibility of excitement in today, right? Again, there could be sparks that cause some movement in the charts, but we just have to be patient. We have to let these things play out. We have to let the market digest the data. Understand that the tariffs, they're not that big of a deal, especially right now. Most of these things, they're not going to start impacting prices or trades or anything like that for a while still, okay? That is something that I think a lot of people forget We're seeing the market just be very reactionary right now. The stock market, especially yesterday, lost what was it, $2.8 trillion. It's been one of the worst 1 month periods the stock market has ever seen. But what tends to come from that is huge opportunity. That is where you see a lot of those people that actually flip to cash, they actually start to accumulate. Same thing in the crypto market. What we're seeing right now is still a time where that USDT dominance is still incredibly high. It currently sits at about 5.56%. Not even the lows that we experienced from, not even the highs that we experienced from March 10th and 11th. All right. So we're just waiting. We have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And eventually things flip around and they start to look better. Understand that a meme season, what is essential for Shiba Inu to start making some of these more significant moves to the upside, that needs excitement. Excitement will ensue when things quiet down. So be glad that right now Shib is showing great fundamentals, that there is a lot of conviction and resilience from holders, especially the people that have been here for a long time. Shib, one of the longest average hold times in all of crypto. And that continues to improve, even during these times where, frankly, the markets have sucked. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.